Hello again. It's been a while since we worked on my wife's bass guitar. We were having trouble with the finish because that acrylic stuff was really being weird. Well, have I got something to show you. If I can keep the glare off of it. Would you look at that? Shiny, sparkly, smooth, and almost perfect. What did I do? Well, that acrylic stuff was cracking and bunching up and all kinds of stuff. I sanded it down to where everything was smooth without actually going into the paint. Then I put a few coats of polyurethane on it, and you can see the result. I have come to a conclusion. Polyurethane, oh yeah. Acrylic, so we are ready to start putting this thing together. As you can see, I have the ground wire for the bridge already in. Before I do any of that stuff, I'm going to go ahead and put the battery pocket back in. So let's do that now. That, of course, involves threading these wires through this hole and bringing them out over here. The music goes round and round and it comes out there. So our holes still line up, I can see there. So I'm as graceful as ever, as you can tell. That's that. All right. Now, we have the strap buttons. We can go ahead and put those on. They go fairly quickly, but oh boy, are they essential. That's one. This one, I'll show you once I'm done here, but this corner has tried to come apart a little bit. So we've got a little crackage there and stuff, and I'm not going to worry about it. Let's put the neck on. We've got our neck here with the back plate. So, here we go.
Hey.
I should probably silence my phone while I'm doing this. Yeah, that's my notification sound, a voice saying, hey! Alright. Neck goes there. Plate goes there. Screws go there. Me Tarzan, you Jane. May not know why me talking like this. Do the tighten it up there. I am so looking forward to hearing her play this thing. This has been a long road, and it's still got a ways to go. but we are getting there. I made a template today to start building the pick guard. We have the material. All we need to do is cut it to the right shape and put the holes in it. But yeah, that's pretty precision stuff. So it's going slow. First I make a paper drawing, then I'll make probably a fairly thin wooden template, and then use that to cut out the actual pick guard itself. And that is good and solid. Okay. Now it's time for another new thing for me. Installing the bridge. I can tell approximately where it goes by this wire. And I'm pretty sure there used to be holes for a bridge here. But they are long gone, if they ever existed. So, you may or may not know, the way to place the bridge is to measure your scale length, which means you measure from the nut to the 12th fret and then double it. I already measured this one. It's 12 1/4 inches, which is short scale, as we already knew. So that means that my full scale length is 24 1/2 inches. So the first thing I have to do is measure that off. So, and marking on this surface is interesting. I actually tried a basic dry erase marker. I tried it, sorry about that, I tried it over here under where this plate would go, and the dry erase marker actually left a mark on the finish. It actually marred it. So I'm trying to figure out what to use. I don't want to use a pencil because, yeah, I just got this thing done and I really don't want to scratch it up again. My wife, brilliant person that she is, came up with chalk. I tested it on here and this will do the job. So we will start by marking in a straight line 24 1/2. It's right at. It's pretty much right at where the wire comes up, just ever so slightly behind it. Okay, we have that. Now, we need to place it this way, which means we get a straight edge. That's not long enough. Most any will do in a pinch. And we make a straight line from this side of the neck all the way down like that. Do the same on this side. Maybe this chalk isn't such a great idea. Now this is interesting. I had it in the wrong place anyway. I thought something didn't look right. 24.5. It's clear up there. Where did that? There it is. 24.5 is right there. Let me get over to this side. Make the straight line down the neck. Why'd you just something locked?
Hey.
Oh, shut up. Four and a half is there. Okay. So I've got all my saddles pretty well even there. I've got lots of room on both sides to adjust intonation, which I will not do. I'll take it to Ron for that. So line those up with that orange line. Get it centered with these two lines, equal space on either side. And we're ready. So, I'm going to use a hammer and a small nail to make a pilot hole for these screws, to make pilot holes for these screws. Like that. Realign it. Make sure everything is just so. And like that. That didn't make much of a hole, so I'm going to expand them both a little bit. And time for the show. So, I think it's a rule in my videos that I have to bump the camera at least once. So we got that out of the way. So here we go. A lot of people use a drill. Yeah, I can get a little wild with a drill, and I strip a lot of holes out, put it that way. So, we do it the old-fashioned way. Supposedly, I'm old anyway, so I probably should do it the old way. My kids keep telling me how old I am anyway. So, and chronologically, I suppose I am. But, tell the truth. How many 65-year-olds have you seen that are as goofy as this? All right. It is down, and we will set the other two screws. Come on, get centered. I have to keep reminding myself that this laminated wood has different hardnesses depending on what layer we're in. The top one was pretty solid, and then all of a sudden that nail was going like there was virtually nothing there. So I don't know what kind of wood it's made out of. I know whatever it is, it was the cheapest possible at the time, but it doesn't really matter because we're making this into a musical instrument. Bear in mind where this thing started, with all those 8 layers of paint all beat up, thrown into an attic, and all the rest. And look what we have. And the chalk just wipes right off. Not a bad day's work. So, our next step will be making the pick guard. Here's what I have for a kind of a template so far, but I need to work out some of the details up here around the neck and over this point. So, that'll be the next thing. I'm not sure exactly what steps in that I'll be putting on video, but keep watching because there will be something good. And oh, is she going to enjoy this? And there are few things in this life that give me more joy than making my wife happy. So, I'll see you next time.